Hello, everybody, and welcome back to M&J Games. I'm Michael, and I have a special treat for us today in this review because I feel like this is one of the best parks I've seen on console. Just with the detail, and it is absolutely insane. And the thing is, this is this creator's first park. So this is called as Techia, and it's created by Albriss. And the reason why I still have the HUD on the screen is to show you, yes, you are reading that correctly. This park is at 100% on the PS5. And if we look at the map, oops, I am not working the camera well today. I apologize, guys. That is all that it uses. Like, how in the world is this park at 100%? This is absolutely amazing. And there's literally one dark ride, and you've got one coaster that is a really long coaster, and I'm not going to kind of ruin the surprise of that because I have looked at it a little bit. Um, like, what in the world? So, we are going to look at this park in detail, but first, I want to show it to you guys on the workshop because it's got a really long description. And so, let's look at it on the workshop. All right, so we're here on the workshop. I normally don't do this, but I wanted you guys to see what it was called and what it looks like because this park is amazing for everybody who's got a PS5, but it's called as Techia. I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome to Aztecia, my first ever park created. This is an adventure mini park packed with details and scenery. Will you discover the shocking truth behind the Aztec gods, or will you die trying? Explore Sacrifice, a heavily themed trip through the jungle, and finish with Arrival to witness the ultimate showdown. Ride Sacrifice at night and Arrival at 2 p.m. for the best experience. Have fun and good luck. All right, so let's look at this detailed park. All right, so we're here at the entrance to the park, and I might have to click on some things to see what the creator used, but I'll try to keep the HUD off the screen as much as possible. But I mean, this is right away the entrance, just really detailed for, especially for this creator's first park. Now, I don't know if this is kind of the first build, but as it said, it's his first park, so and it's a mini park. But as you can see, I mean, just the amount of different building styles that's used, not just styles. You've got your wooden planks, haunted house wooden planks used as to kind of cover up the areas that couldn't normally be covered. And then you've got these temple trims. Like, that's just crazy. Carved pattern relic. I mean, just the amount of detail on this is absolutely insane. And so the letters. So let's see if we delete that. Okay, so they're just, yeah. I mean, this is insane. Um, I'm just already blown away by this. And then obviously this is, the temple roofing, which I think fits here perfectly. So the entrance to the park, and it kind of gives you kind of a spooky vibe as you enter here. Like, love the lights there. That kind of gives such a really kind of cool kind of look to it. And I mean, sorry, let me get the HUD back off the screen for a second. So right when you enter, you see this Looney Balloons, and just the Aztec theming here is amazing. You got the skull right there with the large tiki torches. So we've got Sacrifice, Arrival, Doomsday, the Food Court, Spinna. So this is amazing. And if I remember correctly, let me look at the. I already forgot. It says to ride Sacrifice at night. Um, so you gotta explore Sacrifice first. So let's go here to the left. And so we've got Pip Shot and Churros. I mean, this is. I've already said it like 5 times. The detail is just insane. I'm terrible at detailing buildings still, and I don't know how this creator did this. And this is this creator's first time to make a coast or make a park. Um, sometimes you make a statement and then it comes out a little bit different than you meant it to sound. um, but this is just insane. I mean, in the walls, it looks like that's a temple piece for the walls there, the roof, and just unbelievable. And we'll kind of at the end, I'll try to kind of see where a lot of these pieces were used because I still can't believe this 100% on the PS5. But everything is detailed. I mean, like look at the this ride skin on that. Gosh, I forget the name of that ride now, but that's amazing. So we'll get to Doomsday. So let's go here to the left, and once again, just really detailed. It looks like the entire park is surrounded by this wall, and so I'm sure that adds a percent or two to the counter because that's a lot of pieces. But it's totally worth it. And then now we're kind of heading in this jungle. Oh, this takes us over to Doomsday essentially. So, is there anything down this way? So that's the exit to the ride. Did I miss where the entrance was? Okay, yeah, I definitely didn't miss it. So you can already tell this is going to be a really cool river rapids. Wow, and I love how the entire edges are kind of covered up. This is, like I said, insane. And look at this ride skin. So you got the temple pieces for the flooring. That's a really good idea to kind of use as flooring because you can actually change the slope of it to really match the height to which your paths are elevating, and then using the thick wooden beams to create this kind of the stair look. Just wow. Then you got the gears that spin and rotate in different directions. Let's elevate and look at this thing. I mean, this is insane. Oh, and you got the skulls at the top. Oh my gosh, it looked like. Oh, that was so creepy. Their eyes are so creepy there. And then we also see over here, so it looked like if we got up this way, this would have just taken us to a really big food court, which is so annoying that you make these food courts and you have kind of this nice little eating plaza area and the guests never use it. That drives me crazy. Um, but I guess that probably shouldn't drive me crazy when there's a lot of things I make in this game that the guests will never actually use. So, yeah, and then, so if we go this way, this should take us to Sacrifice. We got the bathrooms. I might have put a door in front or something. It's the only negative I found so far is everything in this park is so detailed that all of a sudden you see this ugly two-stall kind of system thing, right? So maybe just kind of put some doors or something. But look at this view. Oh. I was not expecting that alligator there. But look at that view from that hill. This is cool. So I'm already thinking, like, where am I going to get a thumbnail at on this? And there's just so many options. This is insane. Um, oh, here we are, Sacrifice. Really cool sign. So I wonder, looks like those are just, yeah, those are just wooden planks that help make up the sign. That's kind of a good idea, though, to kind of use to where you can make letters that aren't necessarily too large. Wow, this is so immersive. So if we get down to guest view, you really feel like you're not even in a park. Wow, and you can hear the noises too of the animals. This kind of feels like the even though it's not the same kind of style, it kind of reminds me of what it felt like being in the Avatar line, where you really feel secluded from everything else. With the Avatar ride at Animal Kingdom, this is, I mean, a lot of bushes, a lot of detail, and little things like that too, that you just don't even think about doing or noticing. Just kind of adds a lot to it. And then you've got some little bit of rock underneath too. So that is just such a really well done cue. And then of course you got the wall. Oh, I love this. Even though their hands are clipping through. And you put Sacrifice on there. Oh, that's so cool. So that looks like that's just a sign, yeah, that's been used. Really, really well done. And then also you've got this kind of boat deck kind of detail here. So remember, I believe this one said that it needed to be ridden at night. and I'm checking on my phone again. I want to make sure I get it correct. So, sacrifice at night and arrival at 2 p.m. All right, so let's go ahead and ride this ride. So I'm doing the orbit mode so we can kind of look around. Um, this is so immersive. And what's really cool is I feel like you see a lot of these rides for, kind of jungle themed, but this is more than jungle themed. Or you see them to kind of theme to like a temple or a um, pirate theme, but you don't really see this often. Oh. Wow. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there with my screen for a second. So I apologize if for me, it went out for just a split second, so I really apologize if that happened. Oh, look at that temple right there. Those stairs. Incredible. And the views. I mean, you see the coaster right there. Oh my gosh. That is a really cool view of the sundial right there. There we go. I don't know why I was sitting in guest view this this entire time. But this is, I mean, just the detail. Everything has a wall or rock or fence on the side. I would love to know how many hours this single ride took the creator to make. Man, that alligator jumping up is great. Oh man, you got the fire in the skulls. All right, so that was Sacrifice. Let's look at the queue at night. Is I just yep. This is I mean this is outstanding. There are no other words other than absolutely stunning. Wow. So it says everything. Let's look at the rest of the park at night real quick. And so yeah, I mean everything looks lit up well. To me, nothing that's like, oh, should be looked at night. Everything is pretty normal. Um, but just the detail around this, and that's my favorite dark ride I've seen in the game, and I just think that's my favorite because of the detail that we saw, and it's kind of taken a theme that we really haven't seen too much of. So this jungle area is super nice, and there are kind of a lot of elevation changes. So like here, you've got you got the Indiana Jones type thing, and I mean, just look at these walls. This is insane. And you got triggers. And then I mean, you've got this wall going up on the side. I mean, this is just insane. The detail is next level, and I'm amazed that this is this creator's first park because this is 10 times better than anything I've done. And I mean, these stairs are just like majestic. Um, Gosh, that's so cool. And then you see the coaster right there, and then you got the sundial over there. I mean, it is, like I said, this is just next level. Um, there's nothing else to say. I mean, just outstanding. So now let's go back to the entrance. Let's go ahead and turn this to 2 o'clock. Because that's what the creator said is best for the next ride. So if we go to the right this time, this should get us to where the coaster's at, I believe. So we got Cosmic Cow. Yeah, we got the food court, we got Arrival, and we got a couple more flat rides over here. I mean, the detail is just same building style carried throughout. You got the nice stairs there. I mean, this is insane. Wow. Absolutely insane. So you can see some of the coaster there. It looks like some kind of launch coaster. Look at this drop tower. I mean, gosh, I'm trying not to miss anything, but it's like, so it looks like you got a food court over here. Yeah, so you got a drink station. This is like a nice little area, and once again, this is an area where guests really aren't coming and sitting down too much. And it's almost like you have to put your food places like directly next to rides for guests to even like go to them, which is just crazy to me. This drop tower, oh, I love that. You got the kind of dual lettering, um, really detailed. That's really cool. So, wow, wow. So you've got those building pieces all the way up. Now they do go through just a little bit. There's really nothing you can do about that, but it does have a really cool look. So that is a massive drop tower, and it's skinned the entire way to the top, which is crazy. Wow. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Where's this? Oh, that's the exit. Oh, okay. Question is, how do we get to the entrance of the coaster? And then now we see a different coloring. So it had been red, but now we see a lot of gray. Same building pieces, just with gray. And looks like, okay, that's probably, yeah, that was the exit. So we got to find the entrance. So arrival. Okay. Oh, here it is. Is it closed? I guess we haven't seen it running, so it must be closed. Let me. Oh, it's broken down. All right, guys, give me a second while I get a mechanic to fix this. All right, so I just sent a mechanic in, so hopefully by the time we get to the station, it's been fixed. But really, once again, really cool sign, really unique. Letters look unique. Oh, that's a cool kind of idea for the lights. I would maybe the only thing I would do here is I would maybe, I don't know how this is going to look. Yeah, I would push them up like that to where you're not seeing any of the gold part of it. That's just me personally, but that's the one thing I would do. But that's kind of a really cool touch using those spooky lights because I do like the lights that those give off. But yeah, me personally, I think that looks good, kind of pushing it up that way to where you don't see a lot of the extended gold, especially that rounded kind of gold part. But really kind of cool, unique idea for having a cool light. What is this piece? That's just temple decoration. See, I haven't really looked at the temple pieces too much, but this is, once again, temple wall. So 232 pieces for the walls, looks like. That's a cool view. Yeah, I like that little pathway right there. That's super cool. And you've done a good job too of being able to match it to the queue for the most part. And where you haven't, you put down the temple block to kind of block it off a little bit. But this is really cool, really well done. Is it back open yet? We're just going to put it in test mode. And before we ride the coaster, let's look at the stats because I want to say, based on what I've seen of this, there are a lot of creators on PlayStation like Brivades, Cakeist, Silix, and Fistful of Herbs are the ones that come to the top of my head when I'm thinking of more of like experience coasters, and that's what this is. So as you can see, as we look at the results, this is gosh, I can't do the math down my head. 200 and some. So basically, this is a 5 minute coaster. No, it's a little bit less than that, 4 minutes or so. But as you can see, biggest drop 65 meters, so it does have a pretty large drop. Vertical G's are a little bit high. Average speed, max speed, so it goes a little bit faster. But as you can see, this is it only goes upside down twice. But this is gonna be a really, really cool coaster to ride. Because I have looked at part of the layout, but I haven't actually ridden the coaster yet. So we're gonna ride in seat mode on this, just so we can really get the full experience. But let's go to this train right here, and I hope you guys enjoy the coaster. wow. Um, there's nothing else to say other than wow. And I didn't even notice how cool this station is. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Um, okay, so first off, let's talk about the coaster. The coaster definitely needed smoothing. Um, there are some moments where you can tell that this creator, like all of us when we're first playing, maybe used a preset piece and realized that it either was too large or too small, and so then kind of changed the size of it, and it changes, kind of has these awkward kind of moments with it. That's what I'm guessing happened there. Um, but I mean, the experience is just insane. So you've got the initial launch, which is, I believe this initial launch. Yeah, so that's really cool. Oh, I like how you've also got some little supports there. Or is that actually part of the station? Okay, so that might be part of the station. I gotcha. Um, I mean, honestly, in theory, what you could have done is added in block sections at different points on the ride. So then you could run like 3 trains if you wanted to. Um, yeah, so then you come here and you kind of go through the jungle. And so when we've already seen with the yeah, so you go through there a little bit. And then the part to me that was just really crazy was you come down here, and this is where I'd love to get, like the other creators who create these kind of ride experiences like this, just how long some of this must have took, because this part was kind of trippy. Like I had no idea which direction we were facing. I was trying to figure it out just based on this right here. So then you come through, and I mean, all these are triggered. So like that's what's insane here is everything here is triggered. Good gosh. I mean, that's creepy too. Then you come this way, and this is like something out of Alien. Like, oh, those little things are just, oof, really, really creepy. And then this is like just this size of this room is insane. Like, it looks like you're in like its own world. This is just absolutely insane. And I like how you got this little building over here. It's like a little staff building. Um, but like, what is this made out of in here? Temple block ruins. Oh my gosh. Just trying to see how many pieces were used. Oh my gosh. So guys, to put it in perspective, this is part of the reason why the park is oh my gosh. All right. So, like I said, to put in perspective, because I think you can only delete 5,000 pieces at a time, or maybe it's 6,000 if I'm thinking correctly. Um, but yeah, so this part right here is about 6,000 pieces, and yeah, you can only delete 5,000 at a time. But essentially that right there cuts you down almost 2%, right? Just by doing that. So like it's about 600 pieces or is about 1% on a PS5. And then like these skulls are just creepy. So when you've got between this section, you've got like 7,000 pieces. So that's like over 10% of your counter just by placing all these temple blocks. And it's like, how long did that take you to do that? I mean, just I'm just blown away by this. Like, and the crazy thing too is this is one large room that is made to look like smaller kind of rooms because when you're down here, you don't notice that it's essentially a large room. Wow. Yeah, and then you got the launch at the end. Where am I going? There we are. All right. So that is the park. That is Aztecia, and you got this little bridge that you walk across. Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool look. Um, Yeah, let me see. I'm pretty sure we looked at everything. Oh, we got that spinning ride right there. That's really cool too. But yeah, guys, love to hear your thoughts and opinions. As I said, I mean, this is the detail on this is just insane, especially for a first park. And I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? What was your favorite of the two ride experiences? Also, like of the skinned rides, which one do you like more? And as always, thank you guys so much for watching the video and following our content. And make sure and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.